BoxingVoice.com. We are here with the CEO of Banner Promotions, Artie Pelullo. Artie, talk to us about this event and how it came to Brooklyn.
Well, it's a great event. Chris Algieri is a very good, very durable, tough guy. It's going to be a tough fight for Ruslan. You know, I was just telling somebody else, 13 months ago, Ruslan Provodnikov was in the same position when people said, you know, who is he? He's an ESPN fighter. How's he going to fight Tim Bradley? Well, you know, Chris never lost a fight, doesn't know what it tastes like to lose. So he's a very tough guy. It's going to be more difficult than the critics are giving this kid the ability to win the fight. It's a very dangerous fight. In my opinion, it's 50-50.
Now, talk to us about the ascension of Ruslan Provodnikov. As you mentioned, he was an ESPN fighter not too long ago. He beats Mike Alvarado, and suddenly guys like Marquez aren't willing to fight him.
Well, what made him a star was that HBO gave an opportunity. Peter Nelson, who's here, said that this would be a good fight, and Ruslan rose to the occasion. That's the key. That's the key with Chris Algieri. Ruslan Provodnikov rose to the occasion and gave Bradley life and death, and I thought he won the fight. He became a star even in losing the fight. Then he goes to Alvarado's hometown and makes him do something that he's never done before. Been down twice, and then he quit on the stool. So at the end of the day, you know, he's emerging as a player that nobody wants to fight because you have to fight him. You want to beat him, you got to fight him. You know, he's not going to box you, he's going to come after you.
I talked about in selecting Algieri. I know guys were mentioned, DeMarco, Delorme. You couldn't get the Marquez fight. I mean, how is Ruslan taking this, you know, being that he might have got a Marquez fight and now he's fighting Algieri?
Well, he knows how to take him. You know, he knows that Algieri could be his Achilles heel if he doesn't treat him like Bradley, Marquez, and Pacquiao. So he's a smart kid. You know, he likes being champion. He likes being on top, and he knows that the business is fleeting. You know, so he knows he has to stay focused on his job. So he's not taking him lightly. He actually knows that this is the kind of guy that can beat him because of his style.
Now, you're going to be the favorite. You win this fight. I mean, what fights do you want for Ruslan? I mean, there is the Marquez fight, but who knows he's going to take it. Bradley just lost. We'd love to see that rematch. And then there's Manny Pacquiao. He said he's maybe come down to 140.
Listen, all of the guys you just mentioned are guys we want to fight. The reason why they fight is to make money and also to advance their career and to stardom. This kid wants to be a star. And he is a star, but he wants to be a bigger star. He wants to fight Pacquiao and Marquez and Bradley, and he would even fight the guy. If I could court some of the guys from Showtime over here, we'd fight them too. But at the end of the day, he wants the biggest fights possible because we're in the hurt business. So let's make as much money as possible and then get out with your brains not being scrambled.
Now, I know you're going to probably hear this today. This is a Golden Boy venue. These are Golden Boy fighters that usually fight here. Ruslan still an HBO fighter after this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, Richard Schaefer was very gracious in allowing us to do the event here, which I'm going to state today at the press conference. So, you know, the venue is his venue. We're doing one show here. But our relationship is with HBO, and that's where we're staying.
And finally, you think this could be sort of like a cult thing where a Russian fighter makes a big name on the East Coast, sort of like Golovkin did, as he keeps fighting in New York? Or you don't think Ruslan will get that popularity in New York?
Well, this is the place to try it. We're in Brooklyn. Brighton Beach is about 20-30 minutes away. So now we'll be able to see, you know, how we control. I mean, there's a lot of his people here. I understand there's 100,000 Russian people here. So if we're going to be fortunate enough to have a fight with Ruslan Provodnikov in an area where there's his community, this is the best place to be.
Where you have boxing fans with CEO Banner Promotions.